G'day, everybody. Welcome back to 50 Yard Line. I do have roving reporter Chris with us today. Chris, to say chaos reigns is probably an understatement. Every week this season we're saying, oh, there's more chaos. I don't know how much more chaos we can take. I don't know.
Yeah, and good evening to you from the flight deck of the Patrol Nation mobile studio sitting in absolutely chilly Peoria, Illinois tonight. It feels like football weather outside. It's about 50 degrees. The sun is down. There's a bit of a breeze, so there's a definite chill in the air. It feels like fall and it feels like football. But
that's right.
You said the magic word, chaos, and I'm now to the point of we need to accept this, and we need to embrace the chaos in college football. What a week we had, and we'll get into the game. We'll dive into some of these games. But just a 30,000 foot overview, we lost number 2, number 5, number 7, and number 10 this week. In the AP rankings, the top. So 4 of the top 10 go down. Toss in number 11 going down as well. So that's 5 out of the top 11 lost. The top 10, it's a dangerous place to be if you're in the top 10, because at this point through week 8, hang on to your hat with this stat. We have had 18 top 10 teams lose through the first 8 weeks of the season.
Ooh.
That's the most we have had. That's the most top 10 teams losing at this point of the season since 2007. And as we've talked about many times on here, on the watch parties, in the front bar, 2007 was the gold standard of college football chaos. It is time to embrace the chaos because it ain't going anywhere else. And let me let you in a little secret before we get deep dive into week 8. There's going to be a 19th that goes down this weekend, Vandy. Don't at me. I'm saying it right now. Vandy's going down. Amp down.
That's right. We'll talk about that one a little bit later. That's right.
Yes.
I'm just looking at the stats here. We had 2 teams fall 9 places. We had 1 fall 10, LSU going down, and then obviously Miami as well with that horrible loss to Louisville, who now are in the top 25. So good for them.
Yeah. How the hell did Miami only fall 7 spots?
Yeah, I had no idea.
In the rankings this week.
Yes. Number 2,
because you mentioned it. LSU lost to a ranked team
and fell 10 places.
They fall 10 spots. And that was a road loss, and they fall 10 spots. Miami loses at home as a 10.5 point favorite to an unranked team and only falls 7. I can't wrap my head around that.
I think they're being very generous. Very, very generous with that placement. They're still in the top 10, even after that loss. They're coming in at number 9, so which is crazy. I think
part of it is I think they're getting some credit still for the win against Notre Dame. They're getting a fair amount of credit for that win against Notre Dame. On their resume, and the fact that they've basically won the Florida State championship. But come on, you're a 10.5 point favorite. You're at home against Louisville, who is unranked. No, that deserves some punishment. Although when I'm saying this, I'm looking at my top 12 rankings and realize I'm a freaking hypocrite because I didn't drop Miami that far. It is, I think, a part of it as well is just the chaos that's been reigning around. College football.
Everybody's falling off left, right, and center. They're probably So it's been crazy.
Virtually every team except the top 2 have been sniped at some point this year. they've taken shrapnel wounds.
Yeah.
So okay, who's been hurt the worst? You still got to look at the whole resume, and probably the AP pollsters. I mean, those 66 people are looking at everything that's been going on and going, "What the hell do I do? I can't figure this out." So, yeah, you do what you can. So,
Yes.
Miami winds up, only falling down to 9. They're still a top 10 team, but like that game against Louisville, man, oh man, we talked about this last week too,
Yeah.
Lyle.
Yeah.
Miami had looked so good last year. We had talked a lot. We talked a lot about Miami.
Yeah.
And they had escapes, a lot of escapes last year.
Mm-hmm.
And it finally wound up biting them last year a few times, cost them a playoff spot.
Yeah.
They hadn't had that escape this year. They had been thoroughly dominant.
Yeah.
With the possible exception of that Notre Dame game, and that was such a close game.
Yeah.
But against a nationally ranked team, a powerhouse team that had played for the national championship a year ago. But the rest of their schedule, they've been very dominant. We were talking about Miami hasn't had that what the hell game yet. The game where you watch it and things are happening in this game and your only response to it is what the hell.
I think
they hadn't had that game until Friday night.
I think that game was the reemergence of Carson Beck. Technically 5 interceptions in that game.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's and
no touchdowns.
Every Georgia hater remembered that well. Every Georgia fan really remembered that well, but definitely not fondly.
Yes.
But the Carson Beck turnover bug, the Carson Beck turnover bug reared its ugly head.
Yeah.
Once again.
Yeah.
And we hadn't seen it all season.
No, we hadn't.
We've seen it now.
Yep.
Yeah, we have definitely seen it now. But 24-21. And I guess we shouldn't be, downgrading Louisville as much.
Yeah.
Because Louisville's 5-1.
Yes.
They were right on the cusp of the top 25.
Yeah.
They were a good team, but you didn't expect them to go into Miami and pull off what they did. But, they did. They came out, punched Miami in the mouth. They're up 14-0.
Yes.
And they led wire to wire. They got a touchdown on the opening drive, and they never trailed. They had complete control of that game. By the way, I just want to correct you real quick. Carson Beck did not throw 5 interceptions. He only threw 4.
4, but the last one was roughing the passer, so it's brought back.
Yeah.
Technically, it's 5. Technically, it's 5, but officially, it's 4. Yes.
Yeah, officially it's 4, but we all know he threw a 5th interception.
I mean, after 3, does it really matter? I think even after 2, does it really matter? I mean, it's just numbers after that. It's just, you can't win the game if you're giving the ball to the other people. It doesn't work that way. When
you're giving the ball away that much, it's not good. It rarely ends well when you lose the turnover battle by 3.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's
that's tough. That's tough to come back.
That is definitely a tough game. So, but because that was actually on the Friday, that game. So we already started off the weekend of football already in a chaos mode already. So, and then obviously just went downhill from there for other teams as well. LSU obviously going down as well.
Vanderbilt gets them in Nashville, 31-24.
Yeah.
I think what was that? LSU. That was the first time Vandy had beaten LSU in 35 years.
Yeah, something like that. Yes. Yeah, a long time. So, great win for them out there too. So, Texas Tech went down as well.
That one was a tricky game for Texas Tech.
Yeah.
You could see alarm bells. I mean, Arizona State, they're a good team.
They're a good team. They're not quite as up there as they were last year, but yeah, they're definitely still a good team. So
yeah, they had definitely taken a step back from a year ago when they won the Big 12 title.
Yeah.
But guess what? Arizona State still is in contention for the Big 12 again this year.
Yeah.
I mean, they're sitting right now only a game back of BYU and Cincinnati in the Big 12 standings. 3-1 overall, or 3-1 in conference, 5-2 overall.
Yeah.
But so you could see that as being a potential trap game for Texas Tech, because I mean it's a road game.
Yeah.
Tempe is not an easy place to play, and Arizona State's got some talent.
Yep.
And it was another case of, Arizona State, the underdog, the unranked team, come out, punch them in the mouth again.
Yeah, that's right.
They got the lead. They got a couple of field goals, took the 6-0 lead. Tech came back, got a touchdown, led 7-6, and then Arizona State 3 straight scores, and they're up by 12.
Yeah.
In the fourth quarter, early in the fourth quarter. Texas Tech battled back, got the lead with 2 minutes to go, but man, 10-play, 75-yard drive in the last 2 minutes. You want to talk about clutch? That a fantastic drive to finish that out, and Arizona State gets out of there with the win.
Comes in for new rankings this week, 24 in the rankings. So they'll be glad to be back in the top 25 again. So as you said, 5-2, they're doing pretty good. They're just they're still in there. They're still in the hunt, that's for sure. So
yeah, and definitely being only a game out of the Big 12 race.
Yeah.
There's every possibility they could be. It would not take much for them to be playing in Jerry World in December for another Big 12 championship.
Yep.
And wind up backdooring their way into the playoff again.
Yeah.
Like they did last year.
Yep. You never know. Still a lot of football. We're only halfway through the season, so there's plenty more football to go. So Tennessee went down.
And then our fourth top 10 team that went down this week.
Yeah.
It was almost like you could see it coming.
Yes.
Ole Miss.
Oh, yes.
We've seen this script. We've seen this script so many times in recent years. A really, really good Ole Miss team. They're unbeaten.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking them up. And then they got a big road game. Maybe it's at Alabama.
Yeah.
Or it's at South Carolina. A really good South Carolina team.
Yeah.
Or, as it is this in 2025, a road trip to nationally ranked top 10 Georgia.
Yeah.
Who's already a little off at having a conference loss when they lost to Alabama.
Yep. Yep.
So Georgia was not in a good mood to begin with. And Ole Miss is coming in, strutting their stuff. We're unbeaten. We're top 5. We rule this conference. It's the dawn of a new day in the Southeastern Conference. And Georgia says, sit down, shut up. Now, Ole Miss, they played like a team on a mission.
Yeah.
For 3 quarters.
Yeah.
They were, they went down early. They went down early, gave up a field goal, got the lead. They're kind of back and forth early.
Yeah.
Then we get into early third quarter, and they're up 8 all of a sudden. And then they're up 9 late in the third quarter. And okay, upset's kind of brewing here. Maybe this is a new Ole Miss team. No, we've seen this Ole Miss before.
Yes.
Underwhelming in those most important, those big games, those statement games that will say we are a legit contender for the national championship.
Yeah.
Fourth quarter in Athens, it was like, you remember Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
I've never actually seen that movie.
Okay, anybody watching who's watched Ferris Bueller's Day Off, you know what line I'm about to say. Okay, they got so tight. Ole Miss, the coaching staff, the players, the fans, they got so tight in the fourth quarter. You could have shoved a lump of coal up there, you know what, and in 2 weeks you would have had a diamond. That's how tight they got in the fourth quarter, and you could see it. You could see how tentative, how conservative their game plan was, and Georgia took advantage of it.
It doesn't help when Georgia comes out in the fourth quarter and scores within a minute and a half to almost tie the game. You go, okay, we're in some trouble, if they score that easy. So you can understand the trepidation, but trepidation doesn't win football games, unfortunately. So
and Georgia was on a drive that crossed over from third quarter to fourth quarter. So they were in scoring position early in the fourth quarter in the midst of a 12-play, 75-yard drive that took 6 minutes. Okay, they cash it in, get the touchdown, get the game within 2.
Yeah.
All right. Ole Miss, very next possession, proceeds to go 3 plays for 0 yards and burn 19 seconds off the clock.
Yeah. Yep.
Not good.
No.
Not good at all. And I mean, between play calling and execution, 19 seconds off the clock. No, you gotta burn some more clock off. Hand the ball off, late. Call a running play. I know you got them on your play sheet.
Yep.
And then, so 3 and out, punt it back to Georgia, march it right back down the field, 9 plays, 67 yards, punch it into the end zone. Georgia's leading. And then Ole Miss gets the ball back. Now they're down 5.
Yep.
They just played tentative in the second half.
Yes.
What do you think's going to happen the next drive for Ole Miss? 3 plays, not 0 yards. They got 1 yard.
1 yard. That's right.
We were in fact joking about it on their on in the front bar about this, that when ESPN or ABC showed the graphic of Ole Miss rushing yards, it was technically grammatically incorrect.
Yes.
They're Ole Miss's fourth quarter rush or fourth quarter yard.
Yeah, that's it. 1 yard. I've never seen that. That's crazy. That was 3 plays with 1 yard. It's I've never seen that before. It was they just couldn't do anything. Could not. I mean, looking at the quarterbacks here, Ole Miss, 19 for 36. And then Stockton pulls out 26 from 31. I mean, he was just hitting the target left, right, and center. You can't play against that. So
26 and 31, 289 yards, 4 touchdowns. And a couple of clutch touchdowns in the fourth quarter when you need your star players to be there and make the plays. Georgia got them. Ole Miss didn't.
Yeah.
In the fourth quarter, crunch time.
Yeah.
Fourth quarters are where legends are made.
Yep.
And when you step up and make the big plays in the big games, that helps you become a legend. Gunnar Stockton had a hell of a fourth quarter.
So how much does his Heisman Trophy stock go up with that game? I think he did fantastic. Those stats, his stats across the whole season have been fantastic.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't hurt him.
No,
a game like that. Let me pull his stats up. Let me pull his stats up real quick. I don't know his stats offhand. 1,500 yards so far, 10 touchdown passes, only 1 interception.
Ooh.
He's really doing a good job of protecting the ball this year. 70% completion percentage. I like those numbers. He should get some Heisman votes.
Yep.
I wouldn't make him a favorite or anything, but he should
Oh, yeah,
certainly
no,
be getting
he'd
some
definitely
Heisman
be.
votes
Yeah, so,
this year.
yeah,
You know, Ty Simpson, he's my Heisman favorite.
yeah, yeah.
You know, the quarterback from Alabama. He
Alabama,
has just been
yeah,
ever since that Florida State debacle.
yeah.
He has been absolute cash money
Yes.
for Alabama. And you know, oh by the way, Alabama. How's this for? You know, they played Tennessee.
Yeah.
Traditional third Saturday in October game on Saturday night down in Tuscaloosa. How's this for a run for Alabama? You think Bama might be back? The past 4 weeks, they have done something in the last 4 weeks that has never been done in the history of the AP poll.
Okay.
Ever. In 90 years, the Associated Press poll, Alabama is the first team to win 4 consecutive games in 4 consecutive weeks against 4 ranked teams.
Yep.
No, there's not no bye week in there. 4 straight wins in 4 weeks against ranked teams. That is a hell of a run by Alabama the last month.
Yep.
And you know, we went from before this run started to looking at them going, yeah, they aren't for real. The dynasty is dead.
Yes. I think you'd be pretty you definitely can't write them off this year. I think they're going to be they're definitely going to be up there, that's for sure. They're just playing like they've got purpose now. You know, they're just
Yeah, we made the mistake of saying the dynasty was dead after the Florida State game, and you know, then of course some cupcake games that they won comfortably. Okay, we made the mistake of looking at them in the casket, going, the dynasty is dead.
Yeah,
not realizing the Alabama dynasty is actually the Undertaker, and you never want to look closely at him in the casket, because the Undertaker is going to reach up, grab you by the throat, and choke slam you.
That's right. So looking forward, they've got South Carolina, LSU, Oklahoma, East Illinois. I don't know whether they come into it, but anyway, and then Auburn as well too. So
Alabama traditionally schedules a cupcake the week before the Iron Bowl.
Oh, okay. So that's where East Illinois comes in. Okay.
That's their third cupcake game this year is Eastern Illinois. They always have that in that week before the Iron Bowl against Auburn.
Okay.
Always.
Okay.
So their game this week, South Carolina, that has trap written all over it.
Yes. Yeah.
That is an absolute trap game. It is one that's you have red flags thrown up because they are a top 10 team. They've got a big rivalry game coming up the next week against LSU. This is an easy one to overlook, especially considering that South Carolina is really in disarray.
Yeah.
You know, their season started.
Yes.
Their season started with so much promise. Now South Carolina is relegated to being spoiler.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All they can be the rest of this season is an agent of chaos. Oh, hi Alabama! Welcome to Columbia, South Carolina. Can I take your hat and coat as we beat you and take your number 4, number 3 away, just because we can. See it? You can see it happening. It's not like Alabama hasn't gone to South Carolina in recent years and lost before. It's happened.
Yep.
No reason it couldn't happen again.
On paper, they look definitely. Oklahoma will be a good game as well. Oklahoma doing good. They're sitting 13 ranking at the moment. Yeah, but what is Oklahoma? Are they the team that was close to a top 5 team going into Red River? Or are they the team that showed up for Red River? Well, it didn't show up for Red River. Yes. Yes.
and couldn't get into the end zone against Texas.
Hmm.
You couldn't score a touchdown against Texas, really?
Yes.
Well, so we don't know what Oklahoma's going to show up for that game, but last year Oklahoma showed up for the Bama game, shut them out.
Yeah, that's right.
So anything's possible, but
Yep.
I suspect Alabama's going to be out for blood in that game.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So talking about, did you hear Billy Napier got fired from Florida?
Yes. Yeah, we definitely needed to discuss that.
Yes.
It is time for our apparently this is becoming a weekly segment where we eulogize a coach whose career has died, or at least temporarily died.
Yes.
This week it is Billy Napier, the late coach of Florida. I'm talking, when I say late, I mean his coaching career, not the fact that he's
not. Yes.
Just want to clarify that. Billy Napier, to the best of my knowledge, is still breathing.
That's right.
His coaching career, however, is currently on hiatus because
not so much. Yes.
he was fired Sunday by the University of Florida.
Yes.
And we were discussing over in the front bar on Saturday night.
Yep.
Especially as we were watching the Missouri Auburn game, Josh, the Auburn fan, was talking about Hugh Freeze being fired, the Auburn coach.
Yeah.
And you just get a feeling that there were more than a few fan bases in the Southeastern Conference looking at their phone every time it dinged with an ESPN alert, going, "Oh, did my coach get fired? Did they fire our coach?"
Yeah.
It was like coach roulette.
Yeah.
Where's the ball going to land? Which school is the ball going to land on? It landed on Florida. Therefore, Billy Napier is currently unemployed. Interestingly enough, fired after a win against Mississippi State.
Yes. Unusual, definitely unusual, but I think with the overall picture of this season, you could understand why. I don't know what his buyout was. If he got a buyout, I don't know. I didn't hear anything of that. But but Florida's definitely struggled this season for sure. So
let me pull him. I've got the story saved. I got to look here.
Okay.
See if it says what his buyout was. Because I know he got a. I just don't know how much.
Okay.
Let's see. His overall record was. Let me see.
It was pretty dismal. It was pretty dismal. So
20, just under 500, 22-23, 12-16 in conference.
Yeah.
5-17 against ranked opponents, including 0-14 away from home.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
And also a 3-12 record against Florida State, Georgia, LSU, Miami, and Tennessee.
Oh yeah,
it's
pretty rough.
Those are Florida's biggest rivals, and when you're going 3-12 against that group of schools as the Florida coach, you're not surviving. His buyout, by the way, congratulations, Billy. You have solved the puzzle. You were going to get paid $21 million to not coach football. Round of applause for Billy Napier.
You know what? I could go $21 million not to coach football again. I wouldn't mind.
Absolutely.
I would not mind that at all. Dang. Okay.
In fact, half of that buyout is due within 30 days.
Oh wow. Okay.
So they're going to be cutting him a check for $10,500,000 before taxes.
Yeah.
Within the next month.
Dang.
And then the rest of it is spread out over 3 years.
Okay. But even still, that's $20 million within 3 years. That's a pretty good buyout.
Yep.
Dang.
One more thing to note here regarding the Napier firing.
Yeah.
Since they fired him and they're paying his buyout, This will be the second time in 7 years that the Florida Gators are paying 3 coaches at the same time.
I mean,
once they hire Napier's replacement, because they're going to be paying for their new coach, they're going to be paying for Billy Napier, and they're still going to be paying for former head coach Dan Mullen.
Yeah, that's crazy. 3 coaches on the payroll and only one of them coaching. That's
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
Same thing happened when they hired Dan Mullen back in 2018. They were still paying Will Muschamp and Jim McElwain.
Yeah.
To not coach the Florida Gators back in 2018 when they hired Mullen. So Florida's got a history of doing this. Yeah, they're not the only school. They're not the only school to be paying 3 coaches at once.
No,
I just find it funny that they are.
Yes. It's kind of interesting when you think, we're saying, 20 million, 10 million, massive amount of money, but it's probably nothing when, as you said, those boosters and whatever else behind the scenes say, look, you know what? Don't worry about it. We've got you covered. Just get somebody else.
Yep.
You're desperate when you're wanting to pay somebody 20 million just to go away. It's just
right.
It's such huge amounts of money. It's ridiculous.
And you can see the handwriting on the wall. Florida's really been just kind of mad this year.
Yeah.
They had the win against Texas, but again, what's Texas this year?
Yeah.
But it's really in his entire tenure.
Yeah.
Florida's just kind of been stuck in the mud, spinning their wheels.
Yeah.
They're not improving. They're not god awful, but they're just not going anywhere.
Mid-tier at the moment. They're kind of, as you said, maybe this might be the win that they need. New, fresh ideas, new set of eyes. Maybe even a few more new coaches that they're going to bring in.
The problem is they said that when they hired Napier 4 years ago.
Yeah. Grass is always greener, mate. The grass is always greener. Don't worry about it.
We could probably when they have their press conference announcing their new coach.
Yeah,
we could probably listen to that one and then go back to the one with Billy Napier, and we're going to hear a lot of the same praises.
I know. It's just yep. But you got to build up that new incoming coach, so that's it. You got to build them up.
Right. Yep.
So.
Yep. Always have to. Have to.
You don't want to start a new coaching tenure with, I don't know if he's going to work. We're just trying it. It's like, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. We can't say we're throwing pasta against the wall to see what sticks.
See what's going to
stick. Or
right.
other things that you might throw against a wall. We won't get into that.
Yes. So let's talk about Texas A&M. They're sitting number 3 in the ranks, just beating Arkansas on the weekend. How much? They're 7-0 at the moment too. They're kind of had a few close ones this season, at least a couple anyway. So they got LSU coming up. What are we thinking about Texas A&M?
Yeah, and particularly that game against Arkansas.
Yes.
Uncomfortably close. They win 45-42.
Yeah.
They were never really in danger, though.
Yes.
Okay? You never got a sense that they were in danger because they were always, for the most part, they were always out to a 2-score lead or about to be back to a 2-score lead.
Yes.
Throughout that game.
Yeah.
Arkansas never had the ball with a chance to take the lead, to tie or take the lead in that game. So you never felt Texas A&M was in danger. You just weren't totally comfortable with the way things were going.
Yeah.
And the biggest alarm bell for Texas A&M fans has got to be, can somebody play some freaking defense here? A&M, Texas A&M's not going to bore you.
Yeah.
If you were a neutral and you want to watch a fun, high-scoring football game, go look for the Texas A&M game on your screen
Okay.
because you will not be bored by Texas A&M. Now, for you Texas A&M fans, that does not do your blood pressure any favors because I mean, you look at this year, okay? Their schedule this year, UTSA, they gave up 24 to UTSA, 22 to Utah State, 40 to Notre Dame in a win. I mean, these are all wins, okay? They're 7-0, okay? 3 straight weeks. Okay, they did better for 3 straight weeks, but it was against Auburn, who can't play a lick of offense, Mississippi State, who is very much up and down, but they don't have a great offense.
Yeah.
And against Florida, who just fired their head coach for being an ineffective head coach.
Yeah.
They gave up 10, 9, and 17 in those 3 weeks. So that may be more of a sign of the quality of opponent or lack of quality in the opponent than the quality of Texas A&M's defense. And then they play 2 and 5, and they give up 42.
Yes.
So, yeah, A&M fans, I suggest talking to your doctors and maybe upping your blood pressure medication for the rest of the season, because it very possibly could be a very wild ride the rest of the way.
Yes.
Because you've got a tricky game Saturday night. You're going to Death Valley on Saturday night in Baton Rouge. And weird things are known to happen in Baton Rouge on a Saturday night. Then you wrap up your 3-game road trip with a trip to Missouri. Now, where's Missouri going to be at? We will discuss Missouri here coming up during the preview, because they got a big one coming up Saturday. Then they've got a potentially tricky game against Perpetual Spoilers, and Agents of Chaos, South Carolina. Then who the hell are they playing November 22nd? I can't
Samford.
Remember. Samford.
Samford,
FCS school. They're scheduling I was only looking at the logo. I didn't know that logo. But they're scheduling a cupcake before Texas. Their annual game of 8 with Texas in Austin. So who knows where A&M's going to be? You get the feeling they're going to run into a game where they can't outscore the opposition. You just get that weird feeling that there's going to be that one game where it's the defense is not there and the offense isn't clicking on all cylinders. Something's misfiring, and that's going to be what bites them in the butt. You just get that feeling from A&M.
I got to tell you, we got to be careful what we're saying in this podcast, because everything we've been saying so far has been coming true. So we just got to watch who we put the kibosh on.
If that's the case, Vandy's going to win by 35 on Saturday. I got to try to put the kiss of death on that.
That's right. Since you're a Mizzou fan, that's right. Got to do something. Something.
Yep. Yeah, hey, listen, you got to play every card in the deck, man.
That's it. That's exactly right. So, looking around the other top 25, there's some close games out there. Washington and Virginia, BYU and Utah. Obviously, what did you call that game? It's
a Holy War.
A Holy War. That's right. Obviously, the Mormons out there fighting it out together.
The Mormons against the non-Mormons.
That's right. And then
BYU and Utah.
Yes,
that was a nice close game, but that was another game. That was a game BYU really didn't feel threatened at.
No,
either.
They just kind of
I don't like the A&M game
and kind of ran with it. You know, they're still 7-0 BYU. They're sitting on 11. So I don't know. They could be real contenders. I don't
They
know,
they
seem to be
absolutely are.
pretty comfortable.
They're top. They're top of the Big 12 right now.
Yep.
And like I said, it wasn't the most comfortable win, but they never felt in danger. Unlike
yeah.
unlike the team that was ranked one spot below them last week, that would be my Missouri Tigers.
Yeah.
I feel the need to apologize for that as a Missouri fan. That was ugly.
Yeah.
That game against Auburn,
Yeah.
I don't know if they were still a little hungover from the disappointment against Alabama and just couldn't get out of second gear.
Yeah.
But Missouri needed to run off the plains like they stole something last Saturday.
Yeah.
Because they absolutely did.
Yeah.
Missouri did not play well enough to deserve to win. I'm just thankful that Auburn did an impeccable job at trying to lose that game.
Yeah. I think at one stage in the front bar, I think both of you, Josh and yourself, were saying, we both want to lose this game, but nobody wants it more. It's like, God.
Missouri and Auburn both were doing their damnedest to lose it.
Yeah.
Auburn just did a better job at the end.
Yeah.
We wind up getting to overtime. It's 17 all in overtime.
Yeah.
Auburn's got the ball first, and they can't move it. They wind up getting sacked, pushed out to a 51-yard or 50-plus yard field goal.
Yeah.
With a kicker who's hurt.
Yeah.
Never had a prayer of getting there. And I'm thinking, okay, we're going to kick a field goal, and we're going to escape out of here.
Yeah.
And then Missouri moves it down. They get into position to kick the field goal, and he missed. I will not repeat what I said in the front. The word, I did throw the word duck in there. It was not intended to insult any Oregon fans that might be listening.
No, that's right.
But I did have the word duck in there along with a word that rhymed with duck.
That's right. Truck.
And I'll leave it at that.
It was an interesting game to not just watch but also listen to you to supporters. It was very interesting. So
oh my goodness, that was hard to watch as a Missouri fan because I'm watching that game and I know what's coming up on the schedule, and maybe Missouri was looking ahead a little bit to the Vanderbilt game.
Yes.
But that's a massive game coming up this week. Maybe they were overlooking it.
Yeah.
But I'm watching that game. I'm like, if we play like this at Vanderbilt, they're going to smash us.
Yeah, that's right.
You cannot get away with that stuff against Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt is too good, and I cannot believe I'm saying those words are coming out of my mouth. That Vanderbilt is too good to play like that against. But it's true.
Yes.
Vanderbilt's got a ton of talent on both sides of the football.
They're in the hunt again. 6-1, sitting on. They're actually ahead of Missouri in the rankings. They're 10, so Missouri's back at 15. So,
I can't believe that Missouri actually moved up a spot in the rankings. I was shocked when I saw that.
Surprised. I guess everybody else is moving down. That's the thing. So with everybody dropping 9-10 places, it's kind of hard.
Missouri actually wound up winning their game, unlike a lot of other teams that were above them.
Yes.
So I guess they wound up getting penalized less and ultimately slightly rewarded for that hideous victory at Auburn.
Yes. Yep.
Some of these other games here, just to mention them. I mean, the top end of the table for the most part. Certainly number one, Ohio State. Wow, what the hell's happening with Wisconsin?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
34-0. Yeah. Ohio State went to Madison, and the fans may have been jumping, but Ohio State jumped on Wisconsin. They just jumped all over them.
Yeah.
And that is back-to-back shutouts.
Yeah. That's
of
crazy.
Wisconsin. They
Yeah.
just lost 37-0 to, of all teams, Iowa. But Ohio State right now, they're the number one team in the country.
Yes.
They have the best defense in the country, without question. They are not flashy. They are deadly on defense. And honestly, nobody's really talking a lot about Ohio State because they're just boring everybody to death.
I think that's it. They're so clinical. That's the thing.
Yeah,
they haven't had a tough game. The only time people spoke about them is obviously for beating Texas straight away. You know, that first week, and then they've kind of just gone about their business, beating everybody. They're so damn clinical. They're so good at the moment. But then again, you know, as it always comes down to, you know, who they've played. Wait until they start playing the bigger teams. But I don't know. The way they've been playing, I think everybody would be finding it tough to go up against that defense. I think that's the strongest at the moment.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely. You know, my phrase to describe Ohio State's defense, the Ohio State team, ruthlessly efficient.
Yes.
Here's the stat. Here's their defensive stat for you. This is the only one you really need to know.
Yeah.
They have played 7 games this year. They have given up 41 points in 7 games.
That's pretty good,
in the Big Ten, their Big Ten schedule.
Yeah.
They've played 4 conference games. They've given up 25 points in conference play.
Yeah.
These are scoring. These are defensive numbers these are not modern era defensive. These are. That is a defensive number I would have expected to see from an elite team back in the 1950s, not 2025.
Yeah.
I mean, offense, modern college football offenses can light scoreboards up. Ohio State's defense is like the guy, you know, is like the power guy shutting the power off.
Yeah.
There is no electricity in anybody's offense against Ohio State's defense. And that is the scariest part about that team.
Yes.
Is, you know, for as good as they were last year in winning the national championship, they really didn't have anywhere close to this level of defense.
Yeah.
If they keep this up, holy hell, who's going to beat them?
Yeah. I think Illinois scored the most points, 16 on them so far.
Illinois is the only one to get to double digits this year.
Yeah. Yep. Which is pretty scary when you say it like that, you know.
Yep.
The only team to score double digits on them. But again, you know, how they're going to go when they meet a Georgia team or an Alabama team or, you know,
or
somebody who's
Indiana
also found their stride as well, too. So
even before we get to get into the playoff, how about the Big Ten title game against Indiana? Because you know those two are on a collision course.
Yep.
They don't play in the regular season.
No.
They are absolutely on that collision course to be playing in Indianapolis in early December.
Which
and that has potential to be a clash of the titans.
Yes.
Between those two, because Indiana, I mean, a week after going out to Eugene and beating Oregon by double digits, you might have expected a hangover from them. And Sparty did not get to enjoy the Indiana hangover. No. Indiana won 38-13 over Michigan State.
Yeah.
Your Ducks rebounded nicely.
Yes.
I do want to ask though.
Yeah.
How the hell did they wind up trailing 3-0 in that game? I mean,
I have no idea.
Did the alarm? Did the time change kind of mess with them for the first 5 minutes of the game, and the defense just wasn't quite awake?
Yeah,
and they let Rutgers get into field goal range.
Yes,
but it sure as hell looked like when Rutgers kicked that field goal, Oregon took that personally.
Yes, that's right. and then
because
came back and put
because they
56
went
points on. That's it.
yeah
But yeah, no, that's
56-10.
enough.
Nice solid win.
Yeah.
A couple
Yeah.
of close one. Here a close one. Georgia Tech against Duke.
Yeah.
That was uncomfortable for a while. Georgia Tech, they trailed. Then they wind up their first touchdown though. Interestingly enough, Duke looked like they were going in for a touchdown, fumbled it.
Yes.
Georgia Tech scoops it. Omar Daniels scoops it and houses it 95 yards.
95.
A school record 95-yard fumble return for a touchdown.
Yep.
That was the first point of the game. Georgia Tech took control nicely. It was 10-10 at the end of the third quarter. But and that was a game, a Georgia Tech fan would say, oh boy, 10-10 going into the fourth. We're nationally ranked. We're on the road against an unranked team.
Yep.
This is one we're gonna slip on the banana peel. But credit to Georgia Tech. They took care of business in the fourth quarter and wind up winning 27-18 over Duke. So maybe this is the new Georgia Tech, and Georgia Tech's now 7-0.
7-0.
They're a top.
Yep.
They're a top 10 team.
Yep, sitting at number 7
at
the moment.
Legit contenders for the college football playoff.
Yes. Yep.
Hard as it is for any Georgia Tech fan, and we know one of them in here to believe, but they're contenders.
Yep.
They're contenders for the ACC championship. They're contenders for the playoff.
Yep.
So it's really nice to see, instead of, all the normal schools that we always see, Alabama and Clemson and Ohio State. I mean, we get a couple of those in here, but all the new blood we're getting in the rankings at the top end of the rankings. This year, it's really refreshing and really making college football even more watchable than it was.
Yes. Because I think with the chaos this year, you never know what is going to happen each week. Teams that are guaranteed to win, they come out with a very close win or they lose, which I think it makes it so much better to watch. You never know what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
So,
I mean, look at the bottom of the top 25 last week.
Yes.
Memphis had been unbeaten.
Yes.
They go to Birmingham to play UAB, who had just fired their coach.
Yes.
And Memphis lost. They were considered to be a contender for the group of 5 spot in the playoff, and they just found their banana peel.
That's right. So they drop out of the 25. They've gone. So Utah's gone. Nebraska's gone.
Got to mention this. Got to mention this game though. We haven't mentioned the Texas game yet. We have to.
Yes.
Just for this, okay? Texas went to Kentucky and escaped Lexington with a 16-13 overtime win.
Yes.
Here are the game stats, all right? Total yards. Texas 179. Kentucky 395.
Yeah.
First downs. Texas 8. Kentucky 26. Time of possession. Texas 20 minutes 37 seconds. Kentucky 39 minutes 23 seconds. How the hell did Kentucky lose that game?
I guess it doesn't matter. You could have the ball all game, but if you don't score, you don't score. Does that come down to their offense or Texas defense? Is it a bit of both? I don't know. So
a really good Texas defense.
Yeah.
Or a really
bad offense.
Kentucky offense.
Kentucky quarterback 31 out of 39. So his passing was on point, but he did have one interception. But I guess they just couldn't find the goal. They just couldn't get it past the end zone.
I'm pulling up their drive chart.
Yeah.
Here's how the drives went, and this is from the start of the game.
Yeah.
Turnover on downs, punt, punt, interception, missed field goal. That took us to halftime.
Yeah.
Second half, field goal, punt, touchdown, punt, field goal. And then overtime, turnover on downs.
Yeah.
That was their overtime possession.
Yeah.
Kentucky was moving the ball, but they were either stalling out or missing field goals. Their missed field goal drive, they went 8 plays, 55 yards right at the end of the half, trying to get on the board before halftime. They missed the field goal. Their turnover on downs drive to begin the game, 11 plays, 59 yards, and they turned it over on downs. They had another 37-yard drive that ended in a punt.
Yes.
And Texas, Texas couldn't move the ball all day. In fact, their longest drive, I'm looking here, their longest drive all game was a 7-play, 42-yard drive in the second quarter that ended up in a punt. That was as far as they could move the ball all day all day Saturday against Kentucky. Arch Manning, his stats were Arch Manning-like.
Yes.
And that's not a compliment.
12 out of 27.
12 to 27.
Yeah, 132 yards. That's crazy.
A buck 32.
Yes.
Their leading rusher, 12 carries, 37 yards.
Yep. Yep.
These stats are brutal for Texas, and yet they somehow won.
Yeah.
Because football is weird.
As I said, it doesn't matter how much ball you get, how much time you have. If you don't get in that end zone, you're not going to win. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
Doesn't matter. I think they're both just as dire as each other. It was 10-all going into the just in the fourth quarter. 12 minutes into the 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. 10-all.
Yep.
As you said, surprising Kentucky lost it, but surprising Texas won. They were both playing dire football. So
and it's just one of those things that happens.
Yep.
You scratch your head, you can't explain it, and you just kind of move on. But it was just had to mention that game just for the sheer ugliness.
Yes.
And complete unbelievable numbers out of that game. I mean, you look at those numbers and you're like, Kentucky won that game by 3 touchdowns. Now Texas won by a field goal in overtime.
Yes.
Go figure.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy stats, especially on the Kentucky side as well. They just, if you were the coaching staff, you would have some real concerns that you weren't able to do anything with that ball for 40 minutes. You had the ball for 39 minutes.
And certainly one of the things they'd be working on in practice this week is let's cash these drives in.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Stop bloody punting.
If we're going to have the ball that long, let's punch it in the end zone.
Yeah, that's right. Let's try some. Let's try some. The calls obviously aren't working. The plays are obviously not working that they're trying. They just need to, get some more plays done. So Penn State going down again to Iowa. Their season is. I think their season is definitely over.
It's dead. Their season is absolute toast. And they are. They're a trash team this year. It's just amazing how fast that went.
Yes.
Oregon, you broke them.
Yep. That's 4 losses in a row.
That double overtime game.
Yeah.
You guys broke Penn State.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Another team that's 4 losses in a row. Started off strong this season. Florida State down to Stanford.
Oh yeah,
Another
and
loss.
Saturday night, when we got done in the front bar, I actually flipped that on
Yeah.
radio
Yeah.
and listened to the radio call. Stanford tried everything to lose that game. I mean, the ending was weird.
Yeah.
It was very stressful for Stanford fans, but yeah, I have to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
ACC After Dark. It has taken up the mantle of its predecessor, Pac-12 After Dark, because we got weirdness in the game out in Palo Alto.
Yeah.
They were talking about. I was listening to the Stanford broadcast Saturday night.
Okay.
And they were saying because I had thrown out the question and I didn't know the answer. When was the last time Florida State actually played a game that kicked off at 10:30 Eastern? I didn't know the answer. I knew if it had ever happened, it would have been a very long time ago.
Yeah.
This was actually only like their fourth or fifth trip out to the West Coast.
Yeah.
For a regular season game. I mean, they had played. I think they said that they had played San Diego State a couple of times, and had a game against USC once out in Los Angeles. But a West Coast trip for Florida State, that is a very rare thing, and then for them to get scheduled to play it at 10:30 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Welcome to college football 2025.
That's a
when you're playing ACC games in the San Francisco Bay Area.
Yes. So moving on from those losing records to somebody who actually broke a college football record this week. He was in D3.
Yep.
522 rushing yards, 7 touchdowns.
Yep. Yeah, I wanted to make sure we gave a shout out to this one because this is just too good to pass up. Monty Quinn, he's a running back for Curry College, Division III.
Yeah.
I don't even know where Curry College is. I did not look it up.
No, they're both
before getting into it.
Oh, I did look it up as well too. Oh, geez. They're up northeast somewhere.
Okay.
Geez. Somebody looked that up for me. Yeah, 20 carries it was as well, too. 522 yards.
20 carries, 522 yards. Do the math on that. He was averaging 26 yards.
26?
26 yards every time he touched the football.
Oh, they're both in Massachusetts. That's where they are. Yes.
Okay, both in Massachusetts.
Yeah. I know it's up there somewhere. Yes.
Yeah, I forgot to look it up. The schools from, but Division III. You don't do a lot of talking about Division III.
No.
But when you've got a guy who sets an NCAA all-division record, 522 rushing yards, you got to give the guy a shout out. Just a little bit.
Yes.
And oh, by the way, he could have had more, but he sat on the bench after he scored on an 85-yard touchdown run with 9 minutes to go. He sat out the last 2 drives. Dude could have had 650.
Yes.
But had to settle for merely 522.
Yes.
By the way, he broke the existing division all division and Division III record had been 465 yards set by Heidelberg's Cartel Brooks back in 2013. And the FBS record is Samaje Perine, who ran for 427 yards from Oklahoma in a game back in 2014.
Yeah.
So, but 522.
That's some game. 7 touchdowns. Dang.
That much running, I'm sure he was, hitting the tub.
Yeah.
After that game, even though even young men's muscles get sore.
Yes.
after running
Yeah.
for 522 yards. So I'm sure he was
Yep.
hitting the tub in the treatment room after that game, but he definitely
Deserved
earned
it.
it.
Yes, that's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, that's a good mention. Monty Quinn running for great game that he had. I think it was 72 to, I can't remember the final score. 72 to something anyway.
Yeah, 71-27 over
Yeah,
Nichols.
yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, nice game. Nice game.
that's right. So let's talk about the rank. We've kind of touched on the rankings throughout the podcast here.
Yep.
Some new rankings, some new Louisville. Is it Louisville or Louisville? I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. That's exactly
It depends on where it depends on where you're from.
That's right.
Some will say Louisville.
Yeah.
Some will say Louisville.
Yeah. Depends if you're talking about baseball bats, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it could. It's just a matter of where you're from. I think more of the locals call it Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville. Yes.
And the outsiders actually enunciate the fact it's Louisville.
Yeah, just don't call it Louisville. I think that's the worst one to say.
No. That is a definite.
That's definitely no. Don't do that. So new rankings. We've got Illinois, Arizona State. We've already touched on, and Michigan comes back into the top 25 as well, gearing up for their showdown with Ohio State in the end of is it October, November?
Yeah, into November. No, into November.
Yeah,
last game of the regular season.
That's right.
Traditional Thanksgiving weekends.
Yes.
Ohio State and Michigan
with the war.
But yeah, getting Michigan back in, they're 5-2.
Yeah.
Arizona State, Illinois, Louisville, those are the new teams that came in. The ones who fell out, all bottom 5 of the rankings.
Yes.
USC, their loss to Notre Dame, they fell from 20 to out.
Yeah.
Memphis, the loss to UAB, 22 to out. Utah, out from 23, and then
Nebraska
25.
Yeah.
When they slipped on the banana peel at Minnesota.
Yeah.
On Friday night.
Yes. So the bigger movers up, Vanderbilt moved 7 places up into number 10. Top 10 team in the country, Vanderbilt, meeting
first time
Missouri this week.
Let me let me pull the actual story up here because I want to get this stat right, and I know this was mentioned.
Yeah.
AP college football. Nope, not that one. Not the wrong story.
Yep.
Bear with me here.
No, you're right. So Vanderbilt and Missouri will be the game we're going to do on YouTube this week. This is going to be our main game.
Yeah, for Vanderbilt, this is their first 6-1 start since 1950.
Ooh,
and I think I saw that this is the first time that they're ranked in the top 10 since like 1947.
Wow. Okay. So you're going back whole generations. Dang. Okay.
Yes. And from 1947, 1950 to now, it has been a lot of dark times with Vanderbilt football.
Yes.
There has been a lot of really bad with Vanderbilt football. This year, this team is legit.
Yeah.
You mentioned the rank, the bottom of the rankings, the top of the rankings. Yeah, there's A&M came from 4 up to 3. Alabama jumped from 6 to 4. Georgia from 9 to 5.
Yeah.
They replaced Ole Miss.
Yeah.
The Ducks jumped a couple of places. Georgia Tech up 5 spots to number 7.
Yep.
Ole Miss fell 3 down to 8. Miami crashed and burned down to 9.
Yeah.
BYU from 15 to 11. That's the top end.
Yeah.
I went ahead. We didn't decide to both do one this week.
Yeah.
I didn't want to ask you to do one because I know how much you struggled with last week. and with all the chaos,
It's just
would not have been pretty. I had the foresight before I even started putting my
Okay.
12 together.
Yeah.
I wrapped my head in duct tape.
Yeah.
I had the foresight to do that because I knew that the duct tape would keep all the pieces of my head together when it inevitably exploded.
Yes.
Because, yeah, coming up with a coherent 12 this week was nearly an impossible exercise.
Yep.
But I did come up with one.
Okay.
So I'm going to work from, I'll start with my first 4 out.
Okay.
Like I did last week.
Yes. Okay.
My first 4 out, I've got in this order: Notre Dame, Texas Tech, Oklahoma, and Missouri. I kicked Tech out of the bowl, out of the rankings.
Wow.
With that loss to Arizona State.
Okay, and you kicked Missouri out. Dang.
Yeah, Missouri didn't move. They were always the 4th of the first 4 out.
Yeah.
They were there last week, so they didn't move.
Yeah.
I almost kicked them out of the first 4 out, but then I realized there was a lot more chaos.
Yeah.
So I couldn't I couldn't totally punish them by kicking them out of the first 4 out, because who the hell was I going to replace them with?
Yeah.
And feel good about it. So I just kind of left them there, because they are a 1-loss team. They're ranked 15th in the country.
Yeah.
And 4th team out, that's basically 15th in the rankings.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
When it gets down to it, because I've got South Florida in at number 12 as the Group of 5 representative. So Notre Dame is technically ranked number 12 in my rankings.
Yeah.
But they're the first team out because you have to put South Florida in as a Group of 5 representative.
As a Group of 5, yeah.
So so they're the number 12 seed. Number 11, I got Ole Miss after their loss to Georgia.
Okay.
I've got Vandy at 10, with their 1 loss to Alabama and a monster game coming up against Missouri this weekend.
Yeah.
I was very impressed by their win against LSU.
Yeah.
I didn't even have them in my first out last week.
No.
And they jumped from off the board to number 10.
Yeah. That's a big jump.
Number 9, I got BYU.
Okay.
Unbeaten. Nice win in the Holy War. They were your number 12.
Yes.
They did kind of a similar jump because I didn't have them on the board last week.
No.
Yeah, I didn't have them on the board last week. You did.
Yes. Yeah.
As your 12th ranked.
Yeah, that's right.
But I was very impressed by BYU and their win in the Holy War.
Yeah.
Number 8, I got Oregon.
Okay. Yep.
They were up 1.
Yeah.
I put Miami at 7.
Ooh. Okay.
I didn't feel great about having Miami at 7.
Yeah.
But I did look at their body of work, compared it to Oregon and BYU and Vandy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Oregon and Vandy, of course, with the losses and not the impressive wins.
No.
Okay. I mean, Oregon's resume, especially, definitely lacking the big win component.
Yes. I mean, we had the chance. We had the chance with Indiana, but we just blew it. We got trounced, unfortunately.
Yeah.
When it came to it,
a 10-point home loss. A 10-point home loss doesn't help your case either.
No.
So
No,
I put Miami just ahead of Oregon.
Yeah.
At number 7.
Yeah.
Because I'm still impressed by that Notre Dame win.
Yeah.
And the thorough trouncing they gave to South Florida, who is
that's right.
in my playoff bracket.
Yeah.
Number 6, Josh, cover your ears. Georgia Tech.
Yes.
I put the Ramblin' bracket.
Yeah, that's pretty
6.
comfortable. That's right in the middle. So,
yep.
Yeah.
They've had some close calls.
They've had some close calls, some overtimes.
Yet.
Yeah.
Yep. And in crunch time, when it matters, they have come through.
Yes. Yeah.
So I got to put Georgia Tech at number 6. Give them some flowers.
Ooh. Your top
that
five
they
is going to be
absolutely just-
your top five is going to be very interesting.
Yeah. Number 5 plays just down the road from Atlanta, from Georgia Tech. It's the boys in black and red.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs from Georgia. I got them
Okay.
at number 5. Nice win against Ole Miss, against a then top 5 team.
Yeah.
Close game against Alabama. The win at Tennessee still impresses the hell out of
Yeah.
because Neyland is not an easy place to play.
No.
And they went in, handled their business. They won in overtime at Neyland.
Yeah.
So I'm still very impressed with that. So I've got them, even with one loss, ahead of unbeaten Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Number 4, Texas A&M.
Yeah. Okay.
I've got unbeaten, nice win against Notre Dame. Play some damn defense, boys. You're scaring the hell out of them. They're going to get bit. Like I said earlier, Texas A&M just looks like a team that they're going to get bit by the lack of defense. They can outscore anybody, but if the offense sputters, they're in trouble. But it hasn't happened yet. They're unbeaten. They don't have an L in that. They don't have they've got a round number in the L column still.
Yep.
So can't punish them, but I can just raise the red flag, say you better be playing some defense. Otherwise, you're not going to be ranked number 4. You're going to be a lot lower.
Before you get into your top 3, can I have a guess at them?
Yeah.
So,
please do.
Don't tell me if I'm right or wrong. Just let me. So Ohio State, Alabama, and Indiana. 3, 2, and 1.
Put them in a row. That's your 3, 2, 1 in that.
Yeah. So Ohio State 3, Alabama 2, and Indiana 1.
Incorrect.
Oh, damn it. One day we'll get them both the same.
You got the team. You absolutely got the team.
Okay.
I think those 3 are obviously the 3 best teams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even with Alabama having that turd they laid, they shat out at Florida State. Okay.
I mean, that was 2 months ago. You got to let it go. Move on.
Yeah.
Move on. That was 2 months ago.
It's still there.
It certainly is.
You can't unsee just how hideous that game was. But I agree.
No.
Alabama's a different football team than the one that took the field and laid off.
Yeah, God, yes. So is Florida State. So is Florida State. They're a completely different team too. They're just going the opposite way. Yes, opposite way. Yes. Yeah.
Yep. But Alabama the last month has been, without a doubt, the best team in the country, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
With just based on their results.
Okay.
Okay. 4 ranked wins in 4 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I could see where you were going to put them. Okay.
An unprecedented run, but I can't unsee that loss.
Yeah.
I got to have them at number 3 because 1 and 2 have just been so damn good.
Yeah.
So I've got Ohio State at number 2.
Yeah.
Their defense, we talked about it earlier, lights out.
Yeah. Yeah.
41 points in 7 games they've given up. Insane numbers from Ohio State.
Yeah.
But they don't have that signature win beyond the Texas game.
Beyond Texas, that's right.
And when you look head to head, when you compare the schedules between Indiana and Ohio State are actually pretty similar.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Who's got the better win on their schedule?
Indiana for sure.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. It's Indiana's win in Eugene 2 weeks ago by double digits.
Yes.
They won by 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
And another point of comparison, they have a common opponent, Illinois.
Yes.
Ohio State did a great job going to Champaign, winning by 18.
Yeah.
Indiana had Illinois come into Bloomington and absolutely get hided.
Yes. 60-point difference. Yeah, that's a difference. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So when you look at those two
Yeah.
data points between Indiana and Ohio State,
Yeah.
to me it's clear. It's Indiana is number one against Ohio State number two.
Number 2. Yeah.
Oh, so there's my 12 right there.
Yeah. Man, it's difficult to do the 12 because there is so much movement. There is I feel the rankings this year are more of a suggestion. You know, last year we definitely had a great number 1. We won some great games. This year it's more of a suggestion. You know what? Yeah, this week this is where they're going to be sitting, but next week, who knows? Who knows? People are dropping 10 places over a week. It is it's up for anybody's guess, really. So who knows?
Yeah, and by the way, this week is the first week that the committee is actually going to be sitting down meeting and watching games together.
Okay.
They're not going to put an official ranking out this week.
Okay.
The first official ranking comes out on November 4th.
Okay.
So that is two weeks from tonight.
Yeah.
While we're live on the 50-yard line, we will have the reveal of the first official rankings.
Yes.
Of the college football playoff on November 4th. So we will do the standard 50-yard line.
Yep.
We will talk about the previous week. We will lead into the reveal, talk about the playoff rankings, and then preview the week ahead. That's ahead. So that's how we'll do it.
That's going to be in 2 weeks.
November
that's going to be
4th.
Exciting podcast for that for sure.
Yep. And then all through November, we'll have the rankings. We'll do the rankings reveal.
Yeah.
On the Tuesday night 50-yard show.
Oh, that's going to be very interesting. Who they're going to put in. How they're going to work it, and what's their methodology for it? You know, what are they thinking behind the decisions? I think that's going to be very interesting. So,
and it seems like it changes every year. Yeah, and it's part of it's a case of you have new people coming in every year.
Yeah,
you have people leaving the committee, and being replaced on the committee every year.
Yeah,
and everybody's got different criteria of what they deem to be most important.
Yeah.
Okay. Some it is quality, strength of schedule.
Yeah.
Some is quality of win. Some is quality of loss.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a different criteria, and they vote accordingly based on that criteria.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow that committee, they take all the opinions, all the votes, and they slam them all together and come up with something that, for the most part, makes sense.
Yeah. It's going to be very interesting. Very, very interesting. I can't wait. So that's going to be in 2 weeks for our podcast. We'll have those first official rankings. So definitely come back and watch us for that. That's going to be a very interesting reveal too. So looking forward for this week. Like we mentioned before, it's going to be Missouri and Vanderbilt as our YouTube game. We thought that was probably going to be the best game that we could show. We'll have the watch party for at least anyway. Unfortunately, we can't show games on YouTube,
which is why you need to get the Patreon subscription, $10 a month. You get to come in the front bar, get to watch the game with us. You get to comment on the games with us.
That's right. Come
on
into
the watch
our
party
voice chat
and
be part of the front bar.
And in the front bar after dark when we go off of YouTube and we're Discord exclusive.
Yes,
where it really gets fun.
So the game we're going to highlight.
We don't worry about community standards.
That's right. Yes, there's it's very interesting. The tangents we go off on in the front bar are crazy. Oh, we could be talking about anything. Yeah. Anything and everything. It's ridiculous. Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, but the schedule this week kind of meh on paper. There's only 2 ranked versus ranked.
Yeah.
The two ranked versus ranked games are excellent.
Yes.
Missouri Vanderbilt and then Texas A&M LSU. And like I said, that is a danger game for Texas A&M.
There is
Because if
Old
they-
Miss in Oklahoma, but that's at 2:00 in the morning, and I'm not really feeling like getting up at 2:00 in the morning. Sorry, I do apologize.
that would be
yeah.
for the American audience. That's 2 a.m.
Yes.
Queensland time, which is
Yes.
an 11 a.m. Central Time kickoff.
Yes, that's right.
It's the early window
It's
game
a
on
very
Saturday.
early window. That's right.
For Oklahoma Ole Miss, I am totally with you on that one.
Yes. Yeah. So Vanderbilt, Missouri for the YouTube game, and if you are in our Patreon, our front bar, we'll be looking at Texas A&M and LSU. So we will probably switch and swatch and whatever else as we normally do now. In the front bar.
We will. Yeah, and we'll have an eye on the other games because there's another interesting game in the YouTube window, Alabama at South Carolina.
Yes. Yes.
South Carolina, their playoff hopes are done.
Yeah. Yeah.
All they can be is an agent of chaos, and they get to welcome in Alabama. So
that's right.
Potential chaos there. We will keep you updated. The main focus will be on Missouri and Vanderbilt, which, to have that as the YouTube game, completely logical because game day is going to be there.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
I don't want to question the wisdom of the mothership doing game day in Nashville.
Yes. It's going to be interesting. And obviously we have a big Mizzou fan in our voice chat, so that will be fun to watch him hopefully get a win.
Yeah, that would that would be me. And let me tell you, I am nervous about this game.
Yes. Vandy's been playing pretty bloody good. I tell you what. I would be worried as well.
Really, really good.
Yes.
But let me I'm not going to run down the on-field game plan. The on-field game plan for Missouri should be very clear, and it's something they really haven't done the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Pass the rock.
That's right. That's right. They got great running backs. Use them. Yep.
You got one of the best running backs in the country, and Ahmad Hardy.
Yeah.
Hand him the damn ball.
Yeah.
A little bit more than you have been. But I've got the psychological game plan for Missouri. Okay?
Yep.
Going into this week. It is a road game. They're going to Nashville. All right? Yeah. And let me tell you, you watch and read a lot of stuff about college football. You see a lot of pundits talking.
Yeah.
A lot of words spoken and printed up.
Yeah.
Regarding college football. And a lot of nice words are being said about Vanderbilt. In fact, virtually every pundit absolutely loves Vanderbilt this year. And you understand why. Like they said,
it's a Cinderella. They started kind of last year with that amazing win over Alabama. And everybody thought,
and
what could they do?
They've just kept it going.
That's it.
They slipped in the rematch this year against Alabama, but they've won every other game.
Yeah.
They are America's darlings in college football.
At the moment, yeah.
Everybody loves this team because everybody looks at Vanderbilt as non-threatening.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
And to see the nerds rise up.
Revenge of the nerds.
Challenge.
That's right.
It is the revenge of the nerds with Vanderbilt. You see them rise up and challenge the power structure of college football. Everybody, every little man out there who has been challenged or felt beaten down by the man.
That's it.
You're like, hell yeah, I am with you, Vanderbilt.
That's it.
So they are America's darlings. They're the SEC's. Every other SEC fan base is looking at Vanderbilt and going, I like them. I hope they do well. My team sucks this year. I will ride with Vanderbilt this year. Where does that leave Mizzou?
Yes.
Okay. Mizzou. I mean, we feel like the evil stepsister. Or the forgotten stepsister out here.
We're just trying to do good, but
and part of it is we're not Southern.
Wow.
We live above the Mason-Dixon line.
Yes.
Okay. we were a union state. We didn't secede back in the day.
Yeah.
Neither did Kentucky. But who cares about Kentucky?
Yeah.
We stayed in the Union.
Yeah.
In the Civil War, we aren't Southern. So really, Missouri's kind of the outsider.
Yeah.
I say this to Missouri. I think Eli Drinkwitz should take all the plaudits the Vanderbilt's getting from all the pundits, put them on a loop.
Yeah.
And play them on every television in the football facility all week.
Yes.
I want the Missouri Tigers to be ready to spit nails at 2:30 Saturday afternoon.
Yes.
And come out and beat the holy living snot out of the Vanderbilt Commodores. Now, I don't want them to be stupid like they were at the beginning of the game against Alabama 2 weeks ago.
No.
Because that penalty when they had Alabama at 3rd and 17 drove me nuts.
Yep. Two quick penalties changed the whole game. Ridiculous. Yep.
Play with passion.
Yeah.
Play with energy, but play with your head.
Yes. Play with smarts.
Don't do what you did against Alabama.
Yep.
But I want to actually get a T-shirt ordered.
Yeah.
Want to get a black T-shirt with gold lettering.
Yep.
That says "Embrace the hate." Because that's what I want Missouri to do. I want Missouri to absolutely lean into being the black hat heel of this matchup.
Yep.
They need to do that because everybody loves Vanderbilt. Nobody outside the state of Missouri is going to be cheering for Missouri on Saturday. Missouri needs to have the attitude walking off the bus into the stadium in Nashville Saturday afternoon. It is us against the world.
That's exactly right. And it will be too. It will be.
And it will absolutely, and they need to embrace that.
Yep.
And be like, hey, you don't have to like us, but you're going to have to effing deal with us.
That's it.
And go out on that field and beat the snot out of Vanderbilt. That is what I want. I pray for that.
Yes.
I expect this to be an absolutely fantastic game. My hope is, like I said, my hope is they beat the snot out of Vanderbilt so bad that Diego Pavia, after the game, has a press conference and retires. It says after my 15-year college football career, I just can't do it anymore. I'm retiring from football effective immediately. I joke. I love Diego Pavia.
Yeah, he's a great quarterback.
I was joking.
Great quarterback.
Fantastic quarterback.
Yes.
And what he's done at Vanderbilt,
yes.
That man's going to have a statue outside that building someday.
I think
for what he has done for me.
Yep. Great quarterback.
But
so
I expect this to be a very good game because
from what I'm getting from that, you're saying that you hope that Mizzou wins. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. I expect this to be and comfortably.
Yes.
Let me now allow me to take my Missouri hat off.
Yeah.
And put my analyst hat on.
Yeah.
I expect this to be a great, competitive, fun football game to watch. I don't know what shape it's going to take.
No.
In terms of how the game's going to play out. I don't know if it's going to be a shootout or if it's going to be an arm wrestle.
Yeah.
I do expect it to be close, down to the wire.
Yeah. Yeah.
As befitting two teams in a de facto college football playoff elimination game.
Yes.
Because that's what this is. They both have one loss. They both have one conference loss.
Yeah.
A second loss for either one of them.
It's going to be hard.
Path back to the path back to the SEC title game and back to the playoff with two losses in the SEC. It becomes a very, very difficult, if not impossible path.
So it's obviously a very important game for each team. So, yeah, I think that's definitely going to be the game of the week. I think it's going to be a great one. Well, it's shaping up to be a great one. So we've said that a couple of times this year already. Oh, it's going to be the game of the week, and it's a bit of a something. So
and we wind up with 7 games. Yeah, we've had games like that where we've
Yeah.
said it's the game of the weekend,
Yeah.
and we wind up with 7 games of the weekend. None of them are the one we talked
Yeah,
about.
that's right. That's right. Illinois and Indiana, for
Indiana.
example. Yes. So,
Yeesh.
yes. Yes.
That was so ugly. By the way, Oregon
Yeah.
hosting Wisconsin.
We're
God,
hosting
what the hell are you?
Wisconsin.
And
Yes.
what is it? Grateful, and it's Grateful Dead night out
It
there.
is Grateful Dead night. They're doing tie-dye. I think Nike is actually putting out a particular tie-dye shoe as well to tie in with that as well. I think they've already released it. I can't remember what model it is, but there's some tie-dye shoes out there floating around. So
Absolutely fitting for Oregon to be hosting Wisconsin on Grateful Dead night.
yes.
Because they're playing a dead team.
Yeah. Oh. Yikes.
I'm sorry, Bucky. Did I say that?
Yikes.
Y'all haven't scored a point. Y'all haven't scored a point in forever.
Yes, that's it's pretty rough for them. It's gonna be a good game. I can't wait to see the stadium and everything, see how it looks. So yes.
It's gonna be a great game for Oregon, not so much for Wisconsin.
No.
They're 2-5, and I suspect they might be the next school that's paying a buyout.
Yes. Oof. We'll have to wait and see if anybody loses their job this week as well, too. So
Yep.
So that is the week of college football. That is the week looking forward ahead to week 9. We're already halfway through this season, which is crazy. It has been a quick season. Every week, something else is happening. Somebody else is losing their job. Can't wait to see what this week brings as well, too. So everybody, thank you very much for joining us for our podcast here for our 50-yard line. Again, Chris, thank you very much for joining us as our I was going to say raving. That's not right. Roving reporter. Depends how the weekend goes if you're going to be raving or not. So we'll see how it happens. So again, Chris, thank you very much for joining us. Everybody in the chat, thank you very much for joining us here. We're definitely looking forward to this week's footy. Hopefully, you guys will come and join us for our YouTube watch party. We'll be live again. We'll put the notification out. Again, if you want to come and join us in the front bar, make sure you check out our Patreon. All that information is down there in the description as well, too. So, again, Chris, thank you very much for joining us. We'll definitely speak to you here on the weekend for our next game of college football. In the meantime, guys, make sure you stay safe, and we'll definitely see you back here for our next live stream, guys. We'll see you then.
See ya.